this may go ahead. Screen's kind of blurry. I don't know if that's the camera or if that's the connection. Probably the camera.
You already live?
I just hit it, yeah. The YouTube I know is live. It says live. I'm not sure if the Facebook is
I'm not
live.
seeing it on Facebook yet.
What's it saying?
Well, it's got that on there right now, but that's the slideshow. But it's not showing anything.
Did you click it?
That I haven't. But what am I supposed to click? Your post?
I think so.
But it doesn't show that it's live.
It'll probably show it right at.
Oh, did you set it up to go live at 4?
Yeah.
I got you. Do we look good in it? Are we good?
I think so.
All right. Listen to the birds singing.
All right. Click that. Tune in to watch live. What if I click? Well, it's kind of awkward.
Looks awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a car. Front yard talks. Look at us.
Is it on there?
Yeah.
Oh, you're watching us?
On YouTube.
On YouTube, okay.
Well, it shows us, but it's not moving.
YouTube isn't moving?
Uh-uh.
How far away is that cable? That
It's all the way inside the house.
Okay.
I mean, we can try to run it through the bedroom window.
I have a 60-foot.
That might reach. I mean, if we need to do it that way. Wait, now we're moving. Oh, we are delayed.
Should be quite a bit.
Yeah. You're swatting gnats like I am.
Yeah. They're bad.
Yeah, they are.
Well, how do I do it on? How do I go see it on Facebook?
Oh no, I thought you had to go Facebook Live.
Well, according to this, it'll do it automatically.
Do I need to get my iPad? Do we need to use the camera on my iPad for Facebook Live?
No, it's showing.
So you set it up to do it?
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite 4 o'clock yet.
No. See, the delay on Facebook's not as long.
You got 9 folks on.
Got 21 on YouTube.
Nope, internet connection wasn't strong enough. So you're on YouTube Live right now, just so you know. Hey,
Yeah.
everybody. Yes, we can hear you. Is it on here or on Facebook Live? Nicole, right now it is on YouTube. We're working on the Facebook Live. You can hear me say that.
Here, you know what? I'm just gonna go manual mode. If you enable manual mode, the live video will not start automatically.
Oh, will not?
So I'm gonna hit. How do I hit go live? Manually start live video. Boy, that's a delay.
About a 30-second delay for those of you that are wondering.
All right, good.
All right, now we're live on Facebook.
Are we? How did it just pop up?
I just got a notification that we are live on Facebook.
Sweet. I did not.
Got 3 viewers right now on Facebook. 5. Boy, it's jumping up.
Oh yeah, look at that. Hey, that picture's pretty good on there. Ooh, let me turn the volume down.
Guys, we're going to wait here just a few more minutes before we start here. Let a few more folks get on if they want to come on live. 16.
I don't like hearing myself. People are going to comment on there. Neither do we.
Yeah, we don't
Mr.
like hearing
Schultz.
you either.
Is it coming in pretty good?
Yeah,
The signal
Yeah,
strength, moving.
I think so. We keep swatting gnats.
Okay. Oh, look, we got some comments. Live from Milton. It's Sunday night. Thanks, Rob.
Hey, Michael Schultz is watching. Catherine Walker is watching. It kind of jumps back and forth a little bit. But
Does it?
Yeah.
Like, how about the audio? The audio's
Audio's
a big
good.
thing.
Audio's good.
Okay. I guess. How many people?
27 on Facebook.
You know, if we just sat here and just didn't say anything,
Wonder how many people we get on. Y'all get your friends on. Get your friends on.
spread the word. Oh yeah, the camera's up there. So.
Yeah, got to look that way.
Let's.
Got 30 people.
30 people.
Yeah. What time is it?
It's 4 o'clock.
Is it 4 o'clock?
Yeah. Let's wait just a little bit longer. Let's make maybe all these. Maybe
Got Angie, Jennifer Hewer, Shelby Needham.
get more people to spread the word. You did put the okay. I thought that was upside down.
No, it's not upside down. I checked it.
Let's see. Anyone leaving comments?
Guys, just so you know, there's a little bit of a delay, about 30 seconds from when we say it to when you'll actually hear it, according to our devices, but just bear with us. Hey, Jennifer Hewer.
It's Facebook.
Hey, Angie Perry.
It's Facebook buffering.
Hey, Shelby Needham. Hey, Lynn Barton.
It's buffering on my screen. That's what I was.
You want to start?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, to everyone that's watching us, welcome. Welcome to what's been a interesting
Week.
month, whatever day we're in. Guys, we're just decided. Mr. Weaver and I were talking throughout the week, just just keeping up with each other like we all should be doing, and talked to him, and we decided instead of typing out a there's your dogs.
It's my dog's going crazy. Sorry.
Instead of typing out a generic "This Week in Mighty Black and Gold," because honestly, there's not a whole lot to type out. Figured, why don't we want to connect more with y'all. We want you to see and hear us. If you care about that at all, we miss y'all dearly. We're just trying different things just to to keep up and to reach out to all of our band family out there. I do want everyone to know we're not making any kind of big announcement. That's not why we're doing this. So if you're waiting to hear what next year's halftime show is, this is not that announcement.
No, nothing major. We don't know what's going on right now either.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so we're doing the same as everyone else. We're obviously keeping our distance from each other. Social distancing. We actually got in a really big argument yesterday, so we're just
about as far as our desks are from each other in the office too. So we're kind of used to this space.
No, we didn't get any kind of argument, but yeah, we're just trying. We want to catch up on everybody. You have YouTube, you have Facebook. I think most of us right now are using Facebook. And y'all discovered the comments. Very good. I'm gonna do my best. We won't be on here for too long, but I'm gonna do my best to keep up with your comments here and try and answer whatever questions that you may have that comes along the way.
Well, guys, let me just say something. First of all, it's good to see you guys, even though it's through electronic means. But know that me and Mr. Schultz both miss you guys. And listen, we are all going through this together. As I shared with those on the band trip earlier, before we had to return home, we are in unprecedented times in our country and on our planet right now. But guys, I know that together we're going to get through this. I know we've only been like this for a week or so now, quarantine, so to speak. But listen to me. There's going to be a day when all this is behind us, and we are going to get back together. We're going to celebrate. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to keep doing what we do. So just kind of keep that in mind. And listen, I want to share this as well. You guys all have a gift and you have a talent. That's playing a musical instrument. For some of you, it's also singing. Whoops, our sign blew over.
Not the sign.
But may have to just hold it. Be the sign boy. I'm just
No.
kidding. But listen, you've got a musical gift. Hopefully you've got that instrument at home. If not, hopefully you've got some kind of instrument that you can use, whether it's your voice. But we're all kind of under somewhat stress right now because life has been kind of turned upside down. I encourage you to find your release to relieve some of that stress through practicing, through playing. I found myself spending a lot of time outside. We're actually at my house. We're in the front yard. We're supposed to be around the side of the house at the fire pit, but the Wi-Fi strength wasn't strong enough. But guys, use the talents that you've got during this time. You know, the world needs music, and so I would encourage you. Dr. Tim Lotzenheiser, that many of you know, had a video that I shared on my Facebook page the other day. But he was encouraging instrumentalists in particular and vocalists to share some joy. Maybe perform something. Maybe it's your grandma or grandfather's birthday. Maybe you play Happy Birthday, record yourself and send to them. Use that talent that you've got right now. Other thing I just want to say to you is, you know, as he shared the other day, and I'm going to share with you, is the one thing we all have now that we did not have before this is time. We've all got a lot of time on our hands. So if there's something that you've wanted to do, something you wanted to work on, whether it's scales on your instrument, I know who wants to work on scales, right? but something that you wanted to get good at, man, now is a great time. We don't know how long this will last, but you know, make the most of it. We can, and you've heard this quote probably a lot on TV, you know, making lemonade out of lemons. And so I encourage you to use this time. Mr. Schultz and I are going to, you know, once we get back to school, or at least communicating with the school, which will be Monday week right now, we'll be coming up with an idea of some things that we'll do as a band and things like that. And you'll have your classes and all to start. But simply, you know, figure out some things that you want to do right now. Maybe it's read a book. Maybe it's plant a garden. The beauty right now is that we have all this social media that's available at our fingertips. You've got folks that deliver, such as Amazon Prime, different things like that. You know, you can order stuff and have it delivered to your house. So just something to keep in mind. But I do encourage you, don't just lay around. Man, get up every day. Get you a routine going. Get up and take a bath. Your parents would appreciate it, the rest of your family. You know, and kind of plan your day out, what you're going to do. Maybe it's taking a walk out in your yard, or maybe it's, you know, just finding something to do. I found myself sitting on my front porch out here watching my iPad, watching Netflix and different things like that, but then I'll get up and rake leaves or different things. So I encourage you, kind of come up with something to do, something you've been wanting to learn to do, and utilize the time that we've got. And I'm done preaching now, Mr. Schultz.
You done preaching?
I'm done preaching.
Hallelujah.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. Wait, you got to do the hello. Hello, you hear me? Hello.
Hello, you with me? So.
Well, guys, Mr. Weaver's absolutely right. I mean, getting a routine, especially next week. Understand that this past week was kind of our gimme week. It's a spring break, so we were all kind of in spring break mode. Yeah, everything was closing, but we were all still in that. Next week, starting tomorrow, actually really starting tonight, it's going to be vital that we all kind of set our day to day like we would still be in school. I know that sounds really weird, but if you think about it, it's from 9:15 or 9:10 to 3:23, our routine is school. So I encourage you, think about something or some things that you can do that will also keep your distance from others, that you can fill during that time. You know, get out and walk. No one's saying we can't do that. You know, if you drive, by all means, drive around. It's okay. Driving around's okay. You know, you don't want to get in crowds, but you know, I understand. I'm one. I like to go when I get stir crazy. I just get on the road somewhere. You know, obviously, your students, you'd probably need to tell your parents, "Hey, I'm gonna go here." You don't just want to up and leave.
Right.
But you know, I'm just throwing stuff like that out.
You don't
there.
want to get stir crazy.
You don't want to get stir crazy.
But set yourself a routine.
Yeah.
Mr. Schultz, we had a question about do we have any recommendation for those students who usually use school instruments, such as the large keyboards? And I was going to say, in that situation, I know we can't necessarily check out xylophones and marimbas and so forth yet. Yet is the key word, yet. But maybe a piano keyboard, just something where they can get that artisticness out of themselves.
There's some, if you go on our website, miltonhighschoolband.com, under resources, I think I still have that virtual piano on there. If not, there are a ton of these apps and free virtual pianos that you can use. And you think, well, the piano's not a marimba, and I get that, but you can still, but a marimba is based off of a piano. So while you're not working marimba or vibe or mallet technique, you are working melodic, where notes are technique, and that will get in your mind. That will transfer over to you.
Yeah, and guys, some of you, your instruments may still be at the band room or school on instruments. We will know more Monday week, and we'll do whatever we can, of course, for our students. Maybe assigning times for them to come up and get certain instruments. We've got to hear from our leadership what the plan is from here. But you know, I know that we were off for spring break this week, and so tomorrow will be the day that we're supposed to start back to school. But we just got kind of another week of spring break. But I do encourage you to explore your artistic skills and so forth during this time.
Yeah, and I know there's really only a handful that have yet to get their instruments, which is great. We had a great turnout, which actually I loved that 1 hour that we did when everyone came and got their instruments. I mean, I can tell you there was no more than 10 people getting their equipment out at a time, and they came in, cleaned out the locker, and left. So thank you for those that were able to come down that day. I'm sorry it was so sudden, but I wanted to, because of how fluid things are moving, I wanted to make sure that we got that done first and foremost. So what can you do? I just saw Tara Turnbull said that I have all the music from middle school. That's great. Play through it all. But there's some resources that I posted on, 3 different resources that I posted on our Facebook page. That are great to use. If you get bored, you know, like Mr. Weaver says, who wants to practice skills? You should practice your skills, obviously. But, you know, if you get bored with that, right now, Smart Music, Noteflight, and Sight Reading Factory, they're all free. They have all these companies have waived all fees for these. There's a little, it takes a little bit of a process because they're having to manually activate people's accounts. But I encourage you, especially with Smart Music, if you've never used it, if you've never, you may have heard about it and always wanted it, now's the time to get it. It's free at least till June. And on there, they have a ton of pieces. I mean, they have their concert band library, as long as their orchestra, as well as their orchestra libraries. They have so much music, and what's cool about it, you can get the actual part for your instrument that was written that we would normally give you for whatever song. Most songs, not all songs on there, but most songs, and you can actually play that part with the rest of the band in the background playing. That will actually follow you. And you can also challenge yourself with that and have it when hooking up a microphone. You can play along with that and play through it, and it'll tell you every note that you missed. It'll tell you all the right notes, all the green
rhythms and notes. It'll kind of grade all that for you and tell you where you messed up.
Not saying we're going to use that in the future, but it is very cool. Very cool thing to utilize right now. I mean, the last thing, there's going to be a lot going to be thrown at y'all very soon.
Yeah.
And
we know that.
We know that. And we want it to be simple. We want you to think whatever we do to be simple. We want you to have fun.
Right.
We want to make sure that your chops stay up too, because you never know. You never know what when we get back and what we're going to be able to do when we get back.
That's right. We'll do the most that we can.
Yeah.
I'll just let you guys know that. I know there's lots of questions about band banquet, spring concert, all that kind of stuff. Right now, again, everything's kind of up in the air. But know that we're going to work hard for you. We're going to work hard for our school leadership and our district leadership and find out what guidelines they give us, and then we're going to work from there. As Mr. Schultz said, what we don't want to do, because we know you're going to have a lot with online classes now, for some of you that's going to be brand new, is we don't want to add more stress to you, but we want to add an opportunity for you to de-stress through your instrument and through music and the things that we love. We know that a large part of band is also social, and so I encourage you to use Skype, use those things. Maybe some of y'all can get together on Skype, or what's the other one? Zoom.
Actually, Zoom meeting can have up to 100 people. The free version has you can meet up to 100 people, and you can talk for 40 minutes, and that's really cool. I actually me and my family, there's a ton of us all over the country in the family. We actually used that yesterday, yesterday evening, and we all hung out and just caught up with each other. It was about 20 of us at one time on that video, so it was a nice little reunion we had. So stuff like that.
And guys, just think about it. This technology wasn't there just a few years ago. So what a blessing to have this technology where we can do these things now during this time of crisis. But last thing that I want to say, Mr. Schultz, and I'm not seeing any more questions, is this, guys. And we shared this with the folks before we got off the buses on the band trip. I know that there's a lot of unknowns about the coronavirus, the COVID or COVID-19, whatever they call it. And, we don't know where things are going to be tomorrow, where things are going to be a month from now. Here's what I do know, is that band students, that you guys are used to sacrificing for the greater good. So in that, make sure that we follow the guidelines that have been set for us. As I've gotten back, I haven't even visited with my dad. I visited across the parking lot when I had to go out the other day and run one errand, and I didn't want to get close to him, but because I don't want to risk having, if I'm carrying it, to give it to somebody else. And the thing that I love about band students is I know that you guys know how to sacrifice for the better good of the team. So thank you for that. I know that band students are awesome. And I just want to kind of close with that on my end. Anything?
Oh yeah. I got some upcoming stuff that we want to talk about.
Yeah, let's do it.
we're not done yet.
We were asked if we need some bug spray. We're all right.
Yeah.
I've only eaten like 3 gnats.
Protein. Yeah. Protein. There's nothing in the grocery store, so we're going to resort to eat gnats. Steve Booth, you asked where we're hiding. That we cannot say. We're at Casa de Weaver, just so you know. We are still live, right? No one's posted anything for a little bit. So okay.
I'm seeing likes.
Okay, cool. So guys, we're right now. I know there's tons of questions. How do we do this? What do we do this? First and foremost, if everyone that's seeing this and everyone that will see this, we need you to go on Charms and update your email addresses, mainly your email addresses. Phone numbers would be great, but your email addresses for your students, parents. Please do that. If you forgot your password, please send me an email and I will reset your password. That Charms is going to be our first line of communication for emails that we need to send out here coming up. Also, I know the county utilizes Microsoft. We're a Microsoft county. So students, I encourage you to really, if you have a laptop especially, but you can get the apps on your phones, to really take a look at Microsoft Outlook, Word, Excel, and get used to how that works with your phones and laptops, and try and nail down your school email on there. Okay, like I said, I'm not speaking for the school board, but I predict that there's going to be a lot of utilization with that. But even if there's not, it's good that you have that resource available to you and know how to use that. But anyway, please update your Charms passwords now, or emails. Now, here's some things that I'm going to be sending out here. Maybe not this week, but the week after that, because we do need to start planning for both the end of this year as well as getting into next year. I want to go ahead and start sending out what is normally the band banquet forms. Don't ask me anything about band banquet itself, but the forms I want to give you is just so you have it in your hands. The leadership application, scholarship applications, letter and bar stripe. We want to go ahead and get you these things like we would have normally gotten you, so you have them. And I'll probably have a turn-in date, either in person or if it comes to it, I'll have to do it through email again or a Dropbox, but I'll let you know. But right now, I want to make sure we get you that information out as quickly as we can. So please do that. Ooh,
Charm.
my computers. Do you have a plug out here?
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Hang tight, guys. Trying to think. Okay, I got a joke for you. What did the drummer say when he got to his first gig? Waiting for answers. Would you like fries with that, sir? Ha ha. I do have a plug.
I have a plug. Do you have a?
Extension cord? I got a plug right there on the porch.
Do you have an extension cord?
I can get you one. So I'm going to step away from the camera while he's plugging this in and talking to you.
All right. Hope you enjoyed your.
Oh, start live video.
Do I need to?
Monkeys.
Is it not live?
Thought it was. I saw us walking again. May have to start it live on there because you had it set up earlier, right? Yeah, we're not live right this second.
Go live now. You're not live on YouTube?
We're not live on Facebook.
Am I live on YouTube?
Sign out.
Well,
Hey, stay seated. Sit down. We may be. Yeah, we are live on. We're live on YouTube. We are not live on Facebook. Thank you. We had a commercial break for our YouTubers. We're still working on Facebook.
so we're live on YouTube?
We're live on YouTube.
Should be going live on Facebook. They may have to click on another stream.
Yeah,
Yep,
probably
there we
so.
go.
Yeah.
All right. You want to tell them? What does POG mean?
I don't know.
POG.
Still not seeing our live notification. Oh wait, we are live.
On Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. We got 7 people viewing. Okay. Sorry, guys, about that. I thought my computer battery was going to last longer. I don't even know where we were, but anyway.
Sorry about the commercial break. We had a commercial
We had
break.
a commercial.
Yeah.
It's probably a Smart Music commercial, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, so check out Smart Music. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We were talking about the forums. That's
Yeah,
right.
the forums. The band.
So Band Banquet forums. Yeah, we're gonna get all that out to you, but we got to make sure that you're updated with charms. Guys, it's up in the air, like everything else about end of the year stuff. Okay. I do want you to know that Mr. Weaver and I both are constantly thinking about the what ifs. So. And a big message to our seniors, guys. I know this is rough for you, and I get it. And you most of all deserve, all these last year things. But we'll whatever we can do to make this memorable for you, to make this make this year count. We're here for you. We're here for all of you. I understand. I know our seniors are going through a lot of unknowns about their end of the year stuff.
Yeah, we just don't know right now,
don't
guys.
know.
We're going to do all when we get back to school. We're going to do all that we can to close out this year in the right way. It may be a few weeks from now, maybe a few months from now, but we're going to do what we can, what we're allowed to do, to try to give closure to this year. So, but just want you guys to know that. Just answering a question real quick that I saw earlier from Tara Turnbull. Again, you were asking about more music. We don't have any more music to give you right this second. Once we start back to school a week from tomorrow, maybe a few days after that, we may have some music to share with you. But I encourage you to check out Smart Music. It is awesome. There are solos for each instrument that has accompaniment. You can play along with the accompaniment. Again, there are full band pieces where you can print out your part and play along with it. It is an outstanding intelligence tool, so to speak, where it listens to you and all that if you have a microphone. But otherwise, you can just play, print the music out or play it off your computer screen. So I encourage you check out Smart Music, and all that stuff can be found at MiltonHighSchoolBand.com, all spelled out under resources.
Yep.
So encourage you to check that out.
Wade Garrett wants us to take a live phone call. We're not going to.
No.
Sorry, Wade. So yeah. Guys, we're here for you. If you haven't figured that one out yet, we may do another one of these. I know I'll do another one of these next week. If you want to be part of that, that's cool. Just want to keep in touch. Here's the deal, guys. If you find the human interaction is a great thing. Trust me, I live by myself over in my apartment, so I get so stir crazy that I simply seeing the mail truck going by, it's like that's a little sense of normalcy that we have. So really take heed to all that. Really understand we're all here for each other and check on each other.
I got a special guest here. Y'all heard all the noise earlier. This is my little dog, Albie Noel. Me and him are the alpha and the beta male of the house here. And just wanted to introduce him to y'all. We brought him outside because he kept sitting at the door barking. But he's a mean one, very protective of me. But anyways, wanted to introduce him to you. During our commercial break, he decided to join us. So, but in closing, guys, we love you guys. We miss you guys. We will be back together soon as a band. I don't know how soon that will be, but remember that together we are the Mighty Black and Gold Band. So don't forget that together we are.
Together.
So we'll be back in touch with you guys as soon as we know more information. Again, reach out to each other through social networking sites. If you got questions, email us, text us. Reach out to us through Facebook, different means, and we'll try to answer those questions for you as much as we can.
Yep.
Okay.
Join our Remind groups. If you haven't done that, you can go on our website as well, and get onto those. And we'll be utilizing Remind a bit. Lots of new adventures that all of us are about to go on. Everyone in this world is going on right now. So make some lemonade out there.
And emails, update emails.
Update emails. So Remind group, update emails and charms. Get used to how Microsoft Office works, and talk to us.